Right. Is the Congress going to pitch its Modi baiter-in-chief against the BJP's prime ministerial nominee from Varanasi? Sources telling headlines today that the Congress may field Digvijaya Singh, General Secretary of the Congress Party, against Narendra Modi. Digvijaya Singh, remember, had famously taken sannyas from electoral politics after his humiliating defeat as Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh many years ago. He had said that he was forfeiting electoral politics and wanted to work to build up the Congress Party from the inside. Well, he has spent many years doing that, but now top sources saying that Digvijaya Singh might be propped up against Narendra Modi from Varanasi. National Affairs Editor Javed Ansari has more on this breaking story for us. Javed, sources telling us that Digvijaya Singh might be fielded against Modi in Varanasi.
Yes, it is indeed true that Mr. Digvijaya Singh, what we are learning is that Mr. Digvijaya Singh has offered his candidature, has offered to contest against Mr. Narendra Modi, take on Mr. Narendra Modi from Varanasi. A final call on this will be taken by the Congress leadership, by the Central Election Committee of the party, but we can say with a fair amount of certainty that Mr. Digvijaya Singh has indicated his willingness. Digvijaya Singh had gone on a self-imposed moratorium against contesting elections for 10 years. That got over last year, 2013, and he is now that the 10-year period is over, he's willing to contest elections. He was been recently elected to the Rajya Sabha, and now he's indicated his willingness to take on Modi in the Lok Sabha elections from Varanasi.
Very, very interesting development, Javed, that you're breaking first here on headlines today. Like you said, that there was a long sannyas that Digvijaya Singh had actually taken, but he hasn't given any indications, has he, in the recent past about willing to actually throw his lot into the hustle and bustle of a Lok Sabha election itself. So is this really a surprise?
I mean, it's not a surprise that he's willing to contest the Lok Sabha elections because this is not the first time. He has been elected to the Lok Sabha several occasions. He's fought and won several assembly elections. He has, on occasions in the past, he has on more than one occasion in the past to me in an interview said that he's willing to take on Modi. He's willing to challenge Modi to a public debate at a time and place of Modi's choosing.
Okay.
And he says, I will disapprove and I will prove to the people that Modi's claims are mere hype, that he exaggerates a lot of his achievements. But that being said, now this is for the first time that we know formally that we know that he's willing to take him on. He's trying to extend that challenge to an electoral battle as well. And if that indeed happens, then it will make for an interesting contest from Varanasi.
It's already very interesting. Thanks, Javed, for getting us that story first, as always, here on Headlines Today.